And it's it's fine, but I feel like Tom Holland Spider-Man is not the Spider-Man that Stan Lee was after.
Yeah.
The Tom Holland Spider-Man is more focused on what the MCU is focused on, which is world building, as opposed to character building.
And you don't think Andrew Garfield didn't try to achieve that Stan Lee vision?
Andrew Garfield Spider-Man didn't do shit.
I'm just worthy baby Spider-Man.
In this conversation, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man has no relevance. He was awesome and got some closure in... he got his redemption. Like, pretty much every character... Oh, it's Rhino.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that, too. The whole idea of, like, Rhino being in a mechanical body... That was actually... Looks actually cooler than Amazing Spider-Man Rhino. A little bit.
I bet I'm going to break through his armor. Hey, that guy did.
Yeah.
That guy went right through him. He was intangible.
Rhino, I'm going to take a wild guess that you're strong but dumb.
Whoa, that Rhino is one tough.
Go beat the Rhino. Beat up Rhino.
Yeah, I'm beating him up. I'm really beating him up.
It's the Rhino.
Is that a horn on your head, or you just trying to see?
Oh, witty banter. Gotta use your Peter Tingle.
More than once.
Use the Peter Tingle.
Not where you are by using your head.
But my thing is that I think that No Way Home.
Right.
No Way Home is the best Spider-Man movie since the second one.
Okay.
Because it does manage to balance all of those characters being in the movie.
It does.
Which Marvel has gotten good at, is balancing characters. But I was ready to be 100% disappointed by I was ready to believe that the Green Goblin would show up for 5 minutes and be disposed of, and then that's it.
Nah, but Willem Dafoe
steals the fucking show in that movie.
He does, and one of my favorite scenes was the very end where, and I love they do show the differences between them. Like, Tom Holland Spider-Man was going to kill William Dafoe.
Oh yes, he most certainly
And
was.
I love that it was Toby that stopped him.
Yeah, because
I almost cheered.
Because Toby learned. Toby learned from his mistakes.
Exactly. Toby knew. Because he was
going to kill Sandman, but he didn't.
Yeah, and the thing is with Andrew Garfield too, I love that he put it there. It's basically after Gwen Stacy died, he became Spider-Man basically full time, and he went over that edge. He doesn't say that, oh yeah, I've just been killing guys, but I feel like that's what they're insinuating.
Yeah.
While, Tobey Maguire found the balance. Like, he's the guy that figured it out, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just being Spider for as long as he did, but I loved it so much that it was him that stopped Tom Holland, the first Spider-Man is stopping the latest Spider-Man from making a mistake he almost made, you know what I mean? Right. That was his dad.
Yeah.
That was his father.
Yeah, his dad is himself.
Yeah, his daddy is himself.
Yeah. He may have been your father, boy. But I'm going to put some dirt in your eye.
What?
But dig on this. Oh, how'd that get in there? I would pay to see Tobey Maguire do the dance again. Yes, please.
Oh my gosh! I remember being in the theater. Looking at the dance, and everybody just losing their shit because we were just like, "What the hell is happening?" Oh gosh! But yay, Spider-Man! So yeah.
But yeah, so No Way Home was able to balance all of these iconic characters in a way that didn't that made them all do something, and they all got lines and they weren't there for 3 minutes of a screen time. I was ready for Dr. Octopus to only be in there for about 10 minutes.
I thought the same thing for a little while. I thought I really didn't think it was gonna have the character development it was gonna have for just everybody. For Electro,
yeah,
the fact that it gave him and Andrew had a scene together, And I swear, that scene between the both of them was better than anything that was in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
And even the little last bit
really
where
good.
Jamie Foxx is like, man, I mean, you were from Queens, you know what I mean? Had a mask and all that. To be honest, I thought you were black. And you're like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, man, I don't know. I mean, there has to be a black Spider-Man somewhere out there. I thought they were both
Garfield,
going to...
like, looks at the camera and, like...
I thought they were both going to look
winks.
at the camera and wink.
Like, oh... Everyone in the theater is like, oh, here's another portal coming.
I to be honest, you want me to be honest with you? I was actually surprised. I'm actually surprised they didn't even try to tease it. But we got old boy's Venom though, because you know Venom.
I can't do the races.
Venom. Yeah. Do you see?
Put your jeans on, it's denim.
Because it's Venom. So
Got that jacket, it's denim.
Venom.
Shot at Levi's, it's denim.
Venom.
Don't get on.
So did you
Knock, let the devil in.
Can I ask a did you see Venom 2?
I did.
How'd you like it?
Yeah, it was okay.
Okay,
It was a
cool.
movie.
Cool. All right, cool.
It was fine. I'll admit, I actually, Cameron really wanted to watch Venom for the first time recently, and Venom it was not available on any streaming service, so we actually had to go out and buy a DVD copy of Venom to watch it. And the second time watching it, it's a lot more enjoyable.
It is.
Actually,
It's way more comedic.
I was always fine with it. Like I knew it was a bad movie, but it wasn't like.
Well, the thing about the Venom movie, to me, because I really wasn't like anticipating to like it, it doesn't take itself seriously, and I think that's like its biggest strength.
But Venom 2 was not too bad. It was okay, but the whole reason to watch it is to know that Venom is like MCU now.
Yeah. Well,
Or,
I mean,
like,
not anymore.
Well,
they grow.
Well, he left some goop behind.
Yeah, some
which
goop.
means that
we're gonna have a black
get
suit.
A black suit Tom Holland.
Yeah, eventually, and maybe another person is gonna be Venom.
My name is
Yeah.
Spider-Man, and I'll be your superhero.
Well, would it be a Flash?
It could be. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
It could be.
Because he wants to be Spider-Man so bad.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're setting up.
I like that. Actually, can I say this too? I love Flash Thompson in the Tom Holland movies. I love his character.
Oh, he's fucking funny.
I love him. Oh my god! And the fact that he has a book called Flashpoint, which for all those comic nerds is like a DC event, right? It's the same name as the DC event where the Flash goes back to stop his mom from dying and changes the universe, which is actually going to be the plot for the new Flash movie that's supposed to come out with Michael Keaton in it.
Yeah.
So that's woo, man. Also, another annoying thing on Twitter where the nerds were like nerding out about the Andrew Garfield and we should give him another Amazing Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire should have another Spider-Man movie, all that stuff. People were saying we should have a Batman movie with Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton and Christian Bale. And it'd be bad.
You gotta have George Clooney.
You have to have George Clooney
show up too.
Yep, you have to have George Clooney.
You gotta complete the set.
You do.
That's probably why Spider-Man works, is because not as many people have played Spider-Man.
That's true.
There have been Batman.
Oh, of course. Like, there's so many. Like,
there were a few things that did bother me about No Way Home, though. A few things I just did not like.
What you doing? Tell me what you did.
Well, I did not like that Ned just can do
magic.
Yeah, like he can just do it with no form of training at all. I'm like, it really makes.
And especially that,
makes Doctor Strange look like shit.
Oh my god, it makes every other magician look like shit because like they were all trained to use the sling ring, and he basically just got it right just as a comedic moment. Yeah. I got that. I
think they're setting him up. I think we might actually be getting a Hobgoblin.
We might. Especially when he said, "Oh, are there other Ned leads?"
Yeah, there most certainly are.
And
and they're horrible.
They're just terrible.
But also the fact that he made a point to be like, "Oh, Peter, I'll never try and kill you."
Right.
Wink. And now he doesn't even know who Peter Parker is. So now he might have a reason to.